Welcome to this tutorial on ethical hacking. Today, we'll explore how to use MSFvenom and MSFconsole to understand potential vulnerabilities in Android mobile devices. This content is for educational purposes only, to help security professionals and enthusiasts learn about penetration testing and protect against real-world threats. Remember, unauthorized access to computer systems is illegal and unethical. First, let's introduce our tools. MSFvenom is a powerful payload generator, while MSFconsole is the command line interface for Metasploit framework used for exploiting vulnerabilities. Our first step is to generate the malicious payload using MSFvenom. This payload will be disguised as a legitimate Android application. We'll define the payload type for Android, specifically a reverse TCP shell, allowing us to establish a connection back to our machine. Next, we need to configure the LHOST and LPORT. LHOST is our local IP address, and LPORT is the port our listener will be waiting on. This is crucial for the target device to connect back to us. Finally, we'll output the generated payload into an APK file. This is the executable file that the target Android device will run. Now that we have our payload, we need to set up a listener on our machine using MSFconsole. This listener will catch the connection when the victim runs the APK. To begin, we start the MSFconsole by typing "MSFconsole" in the terminal. Inside MSFconsole, we'll use the "exploit/multi/handler" module. This is a generic handler for various payloads. We then set the same payload we generated earlier, "android/meterpreter/reverse_TCP" and specify our LHOST and LPORT again. With everything configured, we execute the "run" command to start the listener. It will now wait for an incoming connection from the target device. The most challenging part of this process is delivering the payload to the Android device and convincing the victim to install it. This often involves social engineering. You might disguise the APK as a legitimate app, a software update, or an interesting file. It's crucial for the victim to install and open the APK. Without this, the connection cannot be established, and the attack will fail. Once the victim installs and opens the APK, if all steps are followed correctly, you will receive a meterpreter session on your MSFconsole. A meterpreter session provides advanced control over the compromised device, allowing various post-exploitation actions. With a meterpreter session, you can execute commands like "sysinfo" to get system details, "webcam_snap" to take photos, or "dump_contacts" to retrieve contact lists. This demonstration highlights how critical it is for users to be wary of installing apps from untrusted sources. Always download apps from official app stores and be cautious of unsolicited links or files.